And down to a knee. That's one way to call a play. The Redskins on third down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is going to be 3rd and 13.
Hurry up, here we go. Blue 90.
And down to a knee. Well, that's one option. And yet again, this run game just continues to be completely shut off.
Completely stymied. I mean, they're trying to get some consistency, trying to find places to roam. They just haven't been there throughout this game.
Here's Jeff Locke now, standing right on his own 5-yard line. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. It's taken to the 26. A very nice job on the run back there. He'll get 23 yards all told. And out will come the offense as they take over. Now a handoff here to his running back. And now the ball's out. Fumble near midfield. And the Redskins scoop it. And they'll set up shop right near midfield at the 49-yard line. Often on fumbles, you look at the guy who coughed it up and say, geez, what did he do? But, hey, let's tip the cap to the defense here.
Not a problem at all, my man. I'm not even going to tip it. I'm going to doff my cap to him. Congratulations. Big-time play. Knocking it free and creating something good for your team.
And a curious play call here, to say the least. Thought it might be a trick, but no, he actually goes down to a knee. And with the play clock at 5, we're going to get a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. And surprisingly, they take a knee. I have no idea why they would take a knee, but they take a knee. The Redskins on third down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This is going to be 3rd and 13.
All right, here we go.
And now they'll take a knee here. And my partner now is speechless, and so am I. Here's Jeff Locke now. He's been one of their few bright spots so far. Now this is fielded in the end zone. 12 yards on the return that time. And the Colts are going to take over, albeit deep in their own territory. And the Colts getting ready to go. And a fumble last time. Ball security. Talk about it all the time in the National Football League. They've got to be better at it on this drive.
Don't you think that when every team gets together for the first time, I don't care if it's OTAs, mini camps, first day of camp in the regular season, ball security comes up about what, the second sentence of the coach's address?
And those are so many drills focus on that.
All the time, and they do drills to make it even tougher to simulate game situations. Doesn't always work out, though.
And he'll get this one up to about his 14. A gain of 3, second down.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
Seven yards to go on second down.
Here we go. No. Check. Patriot.
And to give this time to the tailback. And he takes this across the 15 to the 17. And still about 3 yards shy of a first as the 4-yard pickup brings it to third down. And the defense searches for one more stop here after the run on second down.
Set. Green. Touching now. Barney. Leopard.
Peterman now to throw on third down. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
I'm not sure we could spot any tendency here on this third down. They could have run it or passed it. Either one was available. They chose to try and get it through the air, but they were unsuccessful.
The Colts send out their punter. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the third. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. Now it's Peterson. And he is out of bounds on the other side of midfield. Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And the Redskins will have a short field here as they take over 1st and 10. And down to a knee. That's one way to call a play. And down to a knee. Well, that's one option. The Redskins on third down. They've struggled to the tune of 2 for 8 so far. This is going to be 3rd and 13.
Here we go.
And a curious play call here, to say the least. Thought it might be a trick, but no, he actually goes down to a knee. Here's Jeff Locke now. He's been terrific so far. Back now here on EA Sports. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. Here's Jeff Locke now as he'll come on for his 5th kick of the night. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. And problems spreading to the punt team now. This one goes all the way into the end zone on the fly, so that'll come back to the 20. Here comes the Indianapolis offense now as they get set to take over. Now, the previous drive they punted, but that was just the first time they've had to do so in this game.
And when they turn on the game film, the coaches will rant about this, right? They'll say, oh, God, we got to move the ball, guys. We can't punt the ball away. But they have to keep smiles off their faces because that's the first time in the game they've had to do so. They've moved it quite well. They'll overall be happy with what they've seen.
And he'll give it here to his running back. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
Well, Brandon, pace comes into play now because they've got the advantage. They've got the football, but they've got to be very careful about what speed they're going to play. You know, my music teacher back in New Paltz, Mrs. Bythema Bagley, used to say, don't go prestissimo when you really want to go largo. And what she meant by that is don't go too fast when you really want to go at a nice, slow, deliberate pace.
I am speechless. I am without speech.
No. Check. Patriot. All right, here we go.
On second down, here's Peterman. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 24. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line. Now they get a fourth quarter pick. A little something to hang their hat on, I guess.
Okay, so let's face it, though. Who's happy about this play? Fantasy guys, right?
Yeah.
The analytics will tell you one thing or another. That's a bad play on one hand, a good play on the other, but it's all about the fantasy points here.
Yeah, because this ball game is over. And they take a knee. The Redskins on third down. Not so hot. 2 for 9 to this point. This is third down and 12. And they'll indeed take a knee. Now on comes the Washington field goal unit. From the right hash, this from 44 yards out. And his kick is good. And high fives for that one as that drive ends in 3. Well, it's a Pyrrhic victory at best, but, Charles, no team wants to get shut out, so it's hard to blame them for taking the 3 there.
You can't blame them one bit. It hasn't been the best performance, that's for darn sure. But there is something to be said for fighting to avoid the goose egg, and they're at least trying to finish out strong.
And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Now the Colts offense gets ready to head back on the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down. From the shotgun, Peterman escaping the pressure right. Oh, nearly picked. And maybe lucky there. This guy doesn't drop many defensively. Third down.
My man's getting a little loose with the football there, right? Interception before, almost had one here. He's got to start taking better care of it.
Yeah, really should have been back-to-back drives with interceptions. He's lucky there.
Here we go now. Green, 39. Good. Over.
On third down, Peterman. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th.
One hallmark of good defenses, It's understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. So they're forced to punt on fourth as this one's away. A terrific return there. 27 yards all told. And it'll be Redskins football now with a 1st and 10. A look at Washington as they come onto the field. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. And they will take a knee here. Boy, and now they can't even get a play off. He didn't even try to signal for a timeout, so they must have not been aware of the numbers.
I think he lost track of the time left in the play clock and probably was trying to read the defense and trying to figure out which play to run and just lost track, and it cost him.
And they take a knee. The Redskins on 3rd down. Just a 20% success rate at 2 of 10. This will be a tough 3rd and 18. And they'll indeed take a knee. Here's Jeff Locke now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Time for a break. This one all over but the shouting. We'll finish it after this. Here's Jeff Locke now as he'll come on to kick for a 6th time tonight. This is taken at the 15. Good coverage there. An even 50-yard punt leads to a return of 5. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10.
Hey, tight end's right. Watch tight end. All right, here we go. Detroit!
Now a handoff as they run left side. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
No. Check. Patriot. Now let's go.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And that'll force upon him a 3rd and 14. They'll run now with Ware. And they're able to bring him down at the 20. 4 yards on the pickup there, but it's going to take him to 4th down. Now a second timeout called for by the defense. That'll leave him with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. The Colts send out their punter, standing right on his own 5-yard line. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. On the return is Peterson. Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. And they will take a knee here. The Redskins going to go ahead and use their final timeout as they get it with 26 seconds to go in the football game. And they take a knee. And, Charles, you know what coaches always tell us. We want to win our home games. That much we know. We want to protect our home turf. They got that done in this one.
Exactly right. When you start a season, everyone's goal, win all of your home games, split your road games, and you're likely going to be in the playoffs. But when you win at home, boy, what a great feeling that is. You don't even mind if people are at your house when you get home after a win like that.
So for the Colts, it's an ideal start as they move to 3-0 now on the young season. And they will hit the road next week for a date with the Jacksonville Jaguars. Meanwhile, for Washington, they suffered defeat for the first time as they dropped to 2-1. And they'll try to get back on track next week as they head to Dallas to take on the Cowboys. So that'll do it. For my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry, I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. The Colts are winners as we say so long from Indianapolis.